And it's Ross's reading time. And it's Ross's reading time.
Hi there, it's Ross again for the Ross's Reading Time, and I'm here again with a special book today, and it is entitled Stinky and the Nightmare. Look at this. Look at this picture. Stinky and the Nightmare. I am friends with some people whose father wrote this, so it's very cool. We're going to head right into it because there's a lot to read, but there's a preface before the actual story, so I'm going to read this, and it's really good, so I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited and just follow along and be inspired. Here we go. What would you do? What would you do if you could? Would you build a mighty galleon and sail the 7 seas and fight a giant sea dragon until the monster sneezed? Would you tip atop an ocean wave and fly upon a breeze? What would you do if you could? Would you conquer lands both near and far and rule them as their king? Would you benefit the weak and strong, stamp edicts with your ring, making sure people got along in spite of everything? What would you do if you could? Would you burrow deep into the earth and find its red-hot core, where strange and wondrous animals we've never seen before are living just beneath us all in nations, towns, and more? What would you do if you could? Would you ride the back of Pegasus to stars you've never seen and bring back diamonds, rubies too, from where none have ever been, where treaties with the other worlds filled with aliens? What would you do if you could? Why, I'd do all the things that you have said. I'd do them, every one. And when I'd finish off the list, I'd say, I've just begun to do the things that I would do, and those I could do, too. It's a cool little preface to the story. Kind of inspiring, right? What would you do if you could? It's kind of cool. All right, we're going to head into the story. You guys excited? Me too. Here we go. Anna Maria, Alberghetti, Christiana, Gabriella, Margaret, and Jones was in a snit. I don't want to sleep in my bed. I want to sleep in your bed, she snitted at her dad. And whenever Anna Maria, Alberghetti, Christiana, Gabriella, Margaret, and Jones was in a snit, her dad lovingly called her Stinky. That's cute. Well, Stinky, then I guess the nightmare won't come to your bedroom tonight, he said. Nightmare? I don't want to have a nightmare. Here, look. There's a picture. She's on her floor, and she's in a snit. She is upset. She doesn't want to have a nightmare. Not a nightmare, a nightmare. A horse that comes to you at night, explained her dad. She lives on the farthest star and will come whenever called to give you a wonderful ride on her back. I don't believe you. Just the same, it's still true. How can she hear from so far away? Well, first you must be under the covers. Then your head must be on the pillow. And then you must squint your eyes and look at the nightlight. Here we go. Let's look at the picture. She's under her bed. She's on her pillow, squinting at the nightlight. Stinky's nightlight was a square piece of colored glass, turned with one corner at the top, like a diamond. In the middle of the glass was a bright yellow star against a dark blue night sky. Rays of yellow light streaked from the center of the star to the edge of the glass. Stinky did everything her dad told her to do. She pulled the covers up under her chin, lay her head on her soft, fluffy pillow, then turned to look at the nightlight and squinted her eyes nearly shut. Look at this. Isn't this a cool nightlight? Look at that nightlight. I want a nightlight like that. It's pretty cool. What do you see? Dad asked. A bright star. That's where the nightmare lives. I don't believe you. Just the same, it's still true. Now, begin to count softly. Stinky began to count. 1, 2, 3, 4. And before Stinky could say 5, she heard something. I hear something. What does it sound like? Whee! Like a horse whinnying. That's the nightmare. She has heard your call. I don't believe you. Just the same, it's still true. Are you still under the covers? Is your head on your pillow? Are you squinting your eyes and looking at the nightlight? Stinky did all 4. Look at her. There she is. She's counting to 4. She's getting under her covers. Make sure she's under there. What number are we on? 6, Stinky whispered. 6, go on counting. 6, 7, 8, 9. And before Stinky could say 10, she heard something. I hear something. What does it sound like? Puddle up, puddle up, puddle up, puddle up. That's the nightmare running through the night sky on her way to your room. I don't believe you. Just the same, it's still true. Are you still under the covers? Is your head on the pillow? Are you squinting your eyes and looking at the nightlight? Stinky did all 4. What number are we on? 11, Stinky whispered. Go on counting then. 11, 12, 13, 14. And before Stinky could say 15, she heard something. I hear something. What does it sound like? Lap, 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 lap. That's the nightmare stopping at the Milky Way for a drink of sweet cream. She's tired from running through the night sky and needs the cream to quench her thirst. I don't believe you. Just the same, it's still true. Are you still under the covers? Is your head on your pillow? Are you squinting your eyes and looking at the nightlight? Stinky did all 4. What number are we on? 16, Stinky whispered. Go on counting then. 16, 17, 18, 19. And before Stinky could say 20, she heard something. I hear something. What does it sound like? Flap, 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 flap. That's the nightmare flapping her wings to stop on the street outside our house. I don't believe you. Look at the nightmare. Oh my gosh, that is a pretty mare, huh? It's the nightmare. Oh, I forgot to show you guys the picture of her lapping the sweet cream from the Milky Way galaxy. It's a cool picture of her lapping up the cream. She was thirsty, going through the night sky. She said, I don't believe you. Just the same, it's still true. Are you still under the covers? Is your head on your pillow? Are you squinting your eyes and looking at the nightlight? Stinky did all 4. What number are we on? 21, Stinky whispered. Go on counting then. 21, 22, 23, 24. And before Stinky could say 25, she heard something. I hear something, she said softly and slowly. What does it sound like? Clip clop, clip clop, clip clop, clip clop. That's the nightmare walking through the house and coming to your room. I don't believe you. Just the same, it's still true. To Stinky's amazement, the nightmare walked into her bedroom. The mare glowed soft white, and her wings were folded at her sides. She nudged Stinky with her nose. Her breath smelled like sweet cream. Look at the picture here. Look at that. She's nudging Stinky with her nose. It's a cute picture there. With her dad's help, Stinky climbed onto the Nightmare's back and held on to her white mane. The window flew open, and out into the night air, the Nightmare and Stinky flew, climbing up, up, up into the starry sky and far, far away. "I don't believe this," shouted Anna Maria, Alberghetti, Christiana, Gabriella, Margaret, Ann Jones, tossing her golden hair in the moonlight and laughing uncontrollably. "Just the same," smiled her dad, whispering to himself and watching his daughter and the Nightmare sail away into the sky. "It's still true." What a cool story. It's a neat story. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Read that to your little ones when you guys go to sleep. Before you go to sleep, squint your eyes, put your head on your pillow, and go to sleep. Dream amazing dreams. Anyway, thanks for the time. It's been awesome. It's kind of a long one. I think it's around 11 minutes or so, but just thanks for joining me this time. Ross's reading time, and until next time. Okay, love you. Bye.
And it's Ross's reading time. And it's Ross's reading time.